Hello everyone and welcome to Code.THIS episode number 2. Today I'm going to show you how to install package control in Sublime Text 3. It's very simple. You simply copy and paste the code as I've got here on the website. So let's open up Sublime Text. We've got our old Hello World program. Now, package control is great because it allows you to not only install a bunch of predefined packages, but it also allows you to keep them updated. Now, keep in mind that the code here on the website is the current version of package control, but this code does change version to version as the versions update. That is because when you're installing this, it's not over HTTPS, and you verify the integrity of this download via a checksum. And obviously the checksum changes as the command executable changes. So all I'm doing here is just copying this code into my Sublime console. Now you open up the console by pressing Control Tiddler. That's the button above Tab and next to 1. So Control Tiddler. So this is the console. Simply Control V to paste it in and just hit Enter. Sorry about that little error there. As I said, you are probably better off copying the code off their website directly. It is packagecontrol.io. There is a link on the website anyway, and that way you're sure to get the latest version. So we'll copy that and we'll paste it in to our console, hit Enter, and you'll see it working. Package control just installed. Missing Python SSL, that's fine. Please restart Sublime Text to make SSL available. That's fine. It's basically just telling you that you should restart Sublime Text, and we'll just do that now anyway. So shut it down, start it back up. Okay. So now we need to launch the command palette. There's no fancy menu option or anything like that. So we'll launch the command palette with Shift-Control-P, sorry, and it'll bring up the command palette. So now just start typing in install and see how we've got package control. So you can just type package control and you'll see all the different options we have. And this works sort of like the PPA in Ubuntu or Mint and other distros. You can clean, you can purge, all these other things. You can list, you can disable, enable, etc. But what we want to do obviously is install a new package. And we've got a whole list, it's quite a list, of available packages that we can install. As you can see, like I said, it's quite big. There's a whole bunch of Python ones. Python linters, autocompletes. These are all great. By the way, I recommend you don't use the autocomplete whilst you're planning on learning Python, as it can be detrimental to your learning. What I do, however, recommend is, as I told you earlier, and if you've read the article, it said whilst you can run Python code from within the Sublime Text console, you will find fairly quickly that it's very limited. Mostly that as soon as you use a raw input command, you run into an error. In fact, I'll even show you it now. So we'll just do x equals raw input, my input. So if I run this, build, we run into an error straight away. This is the very common EOF. So to get around this, there's a plugin called Sublime REPL. This basically allows us to open a Python console within Sublime Text in another tab. So we're going to install that now. So again, Shift-Control-P to open the command palette. So we'll just start typing in install, and we'll install. So just type REPL. There it is, Sublime REPL. Hit enter. You'll see down the bottom here, successfully installed. So what that will do is it'll add a little addition to our tools menu, bunch of different languages, so it's a very, very useful plugin. But what we want obviously is Python, and what we want is Python run current file. So we click that, and as you can see, it's opened up in another tab, and it's actually running our code with no errors. So my input, REPL close, because we didn't do anything else with it. But I can assure you it does work. Another great thing is, if you just want to test something out, you can just run a Python console. Got the little arrows here telling us from the console. So x equals 10, print x is 10. This is a full-fledged Python console. It's exactly the same as what you get in a terminal. So this is what I highly recommend you use for all your Python programming. It's a text editor, but it's a very advanced text editor with many options, and now we can run our code from within it, which is great because we don't have to launch a terminal every time, find our file and launch it via the Python console. Now, another thing you're probably going to want to do is you're probably going to get sick of going tools, Sublime, REPL, Python, run current command, run current file. That gets annoying after a while. So what I do recommend you do is create a hotkey. So I do have the code on the website. Now I'm hoping it works because I haven't actually tested it, and the reason being is because I didn't want to install package control or Sublime REPL, because I wanted it all to be fresh and show you all in the video exactly how it's most likely going to look for you. So let's copy and paste this code. Again, I'm hoping this works, so bear with me if it doesn't. So we'll go preferences, key bindings user, and bear in mind that these will override any other key bindings in default. So we'll just load this up here, so Control V this here, and that's great. It's copied line numbers for some reason. Anyway, so we'll save that. Hopefully that saves. So now, remember, this is Control-Alt-B, but you can make it whatever you like. So now if I hit Control-Alt-B, hey, it's exactly the same as what we got before. Alright guys, that's about it for now. Some other plugins you might want to check out. Would be Python Jedi. Sorry. Okay, it's not even there. I was thinking it was Syntax Jedi. There we go. Jedi Python auto completion. Really cool plugin. Basically, if you have defined a variable somewhere in your code and you start typing it again later in your code, it'll come up and recognize that it was a statement, etc. Very cool, great plugin, but like I said, probably don't use it if you're learning, because you only learn by your mistakes. I'd like to thank you all for watching again, and show me some love, tell your friends, share my video, and thank you very much. I'll see you next time.